Hi everyone, my name is Sanket and welcome to this series of hands-on lecture on Linux. So, as you have seen my previous blogs on LinkedIn, it was all about the Linux theoretical review, as well as I've given some commands of how to create files, how to change the what we say permissions of file, how to make a super user, and everything. So today, before going forward to Git and everything other stuff, I would like you to give, I would like you to learn whole hands-on lab of this blog. So let's try to do it step by step together. I'm also learning, but I would like to, practice and make it available for everyone. So let's start it together. As you know, Linux give you a free account for with $100. So we're gonna use it. Also, you can find it very easy to have a Linux machine to use it. So you don't have to install anything particularly on your systems. If you have Mac OS or Windows OS or any OS, just have to log in. Like I have my ID, I will log in and I will show it to you. I'm a root user. Just a minute. Okay, so you can go and sign in as a root user first of all. Okay, put your password, sign in as I'm signing in. Okay, so you're gonna come to your Amazon console. Okay, and look, I have the instance. Actually, I have the instance created for the works. So when you come, you will get some what we say credits. Look, I got 120 credits, and I just used $2 of it. So you can also have it when you get a free plan account. So you have to choose the free plan account. Okay, there is a special video. I will gonna put it in the link of this video, so you can follow that video and get your free Amazon instance account. Okay, we will gonna use EC2 instance here. Okay, so let me help you to create an instance. Look, you have to choose the region. Okay, so I made it for Stockholm. You can suppose you want to start it from Mumbai. Okay, I choose from console. I choose the region as Mumbai. Okay, look, now we will go in because there are, if you have a basic idea, there are instances and there are regions in Amazon. Okay, so it's like it is having in Europe, in India, and everywhere. So you can choose any region and you can have an instance of that. Okay, so why Amazon make it? Because the request goes, so before every request was going to USA or where the servers are. So Amazon put it their servers and the location like Europe, in Europe like Frankfurt and Paris, you can see in the instances. Then in India it put in Mumbai. Okay, so all the requesters go there. Okay, so just for basic understanding, then we'll just first real quick we will make our instance. Okay, and make it ready to use. So just click on launch instance. Okay, and first of all give a tag name. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a Linux underscore lab. Okay, you can choose everything, but I will choose Linux Amazon. It's free tier. Okay, you can see there, but it's 64-bit architecture. It comes in a free tier. Look here, it's in free tier. Okay, so always take that one. Yeah, you can create a new pair of key and give the key whatever name. We will need it afterwards. I will show you. Let's create it afterwards. Okay, so first look at everything. There is the user group. You can also allow this because this will be needed in other labs. Okay, and make it anywhere, the security group stuff. Okay, HEB, don't change it. For now you just need it. And I was talking about the pair key. Okay, how you will need it. Okay, so just give the pair key name as I will give it as Linux lab. Okay, I give it as a Linux lab and create a key. It will be with the extension with the extension of .pem. Okay, so you say create key. Creating a please try again Linux. Just say Linux again and create. Okay, so look, it is in my download. Okay, it is downloaded. Okay, and pair key name is in there, and just say launch instance. Okay, so look, your instance will gonna launch. Just click here. It's running. Okay, this is a public IP, this is a private IP. Now what you have to do, you have to download, to access this you have to download putty and puttygen. You can, okay, so I always like it to use it with this two software, so you can just Google it and download it from there, putty and puttygen. Okay, just make sure to puttygen. Okay, look, just click there and there are many of it. You can just wait a minute, let me show it to you where I downloaded it from. So you can download puttygen for Windows from here. Yeah, look, so there are two files that you need to download. One is this puttygen exe. You can download it from here, and other one is putty. Okay, where is putty? Yeah, here, first one and the last second one. You download it and install it. Okay, I have already installed it, so I'm not gonna download it. I will directly show it to you. So what we did till now, we created an instance, copied the IP, public IP. Okay, then come to your puttygen. Okay, and you have to say load. You're gonna load the key which you downloaded. Okay, so look, go in downloads and say all files. Okay, we say it by the name linux.pem, so import it. Okay, it will give you this message. Okay, and just say save as a private key. Okay, just say it like that and it will say, you want to paraphrase it, just say yes. Okay, then go to your desktop. I usually save it in desktop and just say Linux lab 1. Okay, Linux lab 1. Okay, yeah, and just save it on desktop. Okay, it will be with extension .ppk. Just save it. Okay, look, it came here. Then you have to open putty. In the host IP address you have to put your, wait a minute, you have to put your this IP, public IP4. You have to copy it, you have to put it here. Okay, then go into SSH and go into authentication, credential, and load that key. Okay, that private key where we made it here, where we save it with puttygen. Then say browse and just say Linux lab 1 and just say open it. Look now and accept it. So now you're connected to your this instance which we created some time ago. So you're not connected. You are now connected to this instance of AWS. Okay. How do we proceed further? Okay. So just real quick, EC2 hyphen user. Okay. Look, now you're into the system. Okay. Just a minute. Yeah. Just a minute. Let me plug in my charger. Okay. So now we are into our system. What to do next? To let me take you through all the basics of Linux. What we're gonna learn here is, as I told you, how to create the files, how to create the directory, how to change the permissions of this files directory, and there are some ways of creating these files and how to access it. There are there are what we say editors and how to use them. So we're gonna see everything step by step. So after also we will create user, and we will add the users to other groups and stuff. So we're gonna see everything which you need to understand to understand the Linux. If you're a beginner, then this video is perfect for you, like me. Okay, so let's start. First we're gonna clear the screen. Just press Control. Yeah, just press Control and L, or you can let's start. So first of all, we are into the home. Okay, so we're gonna switch to sudo user. Sudo user is like we have administrator in Windows, so it's like sudo user. Su sudo is a sudo su. So now you are sudo user. Look, in Windows we have folder, in Linux we have directory. In Windows we have administrator, in Linux we have root user. Files are files. Okay, so if you say /home, so it is a directory of other users. If you say /root, okay, then the directory is for the root user. You can also see many things /root bin and everything. Those are the internal Linux files. So we don't now we don't need to understand them. Just remember /home is for other users and /root is for the root user. Okay. So before going forward, let me tell you so how we can create files. We can create it with the cat, we can create it with touch. Okay, and there are two other editor. We can edit these files, v and nano. Some people call it as also vim. So let's try to create a file with the cat. Okay, so let's go. Let's say cat and give this thing and say file1. Okay, so it created the file, and in the cat, when you create a file, you can directly write it down. So like now it's created the file, and we can write it down like this here. Hi, welcome. Okay, and to exit it, you have to press Control and D. Okay, so now you are out of file. Look how we created the file. Okay, now when you press ls, it will gonna see all the files. Okay, it will gonna show all the files. So let's create another file. Let's say cat file2 and just say hello, and say I'm good. Okay, and again Control and D. Okay, so now put ls again, list all, and look, we have two files. We created two files. Okay, and now if you have to what we say, if you have to see what is inside inside this file, just write this cat file1. So look, you will see the contents of file1. Then you have to see the content of file2, cat file2. Sometimes the instance is slow. Yeah, look, you got the answer, cat file2. Okay, so there is also this thing. You can also make it ascending and descending. Like we have cat, we have tick, tack. Okay, so let's do tack. It's finding, it's a trick. Tack file1. Look what it did. It first the hi was up and the welcome was down. Now you see the upside down. So it just shows the content of the file upside down. Let's see again cat file1. Look, it's the same, but when you use the tag command, it shows the content of the file upside down. It's just a small fun trick. So you can play like this. Okay. Then, as I told you, ls is to list the all files, and let's again add some data. If you want to add some data in the file, you can also use cat with like this cat. Okay, and double colon and file1, and now look what we have in file1 here. We have hi and welcome, and now let's put something like I live in Rome. Okay, I study. Okay, then again press Ctrl D. Then again want to see, let's just say cat file1. Look what it did now. It appended the data in file1. Okay, so before that we were having hi, welcome, and now when we append the data with two double arrows and file1, we have hi, welcome, I live in Rome, I study. So if you want to append the data, you can also use cat. Okay. So if you want to, now the next one, let's clear the screen, it's too much. Okay, if we just control and L, so now look, we have two files. Okay, file1 and file2. I want this two files data to be concatenated or merged into the third file. So how I will gonna do this? Okay, so just put it like this: cat file1 file2, then give the front arrow and just say all file3. I just made a spell mistake. I'm just gonna say file1 all file. Okay, now let's look. Look, now we have file1, file2 and all file3. So let's check the content of all file3. Cat all file3. Look, the content of file1 and file2 are concatenated and is been written in file3, right? So this is how you can do the merge and concatenate it in the what we say in other file. Do you got it? So now, so this was all about cat. So you can create a file, you can edit a file and do multiple things. Okay, let's do other thing, which is let's do the other thing, which is touch command. Okay, so why touch command? Okay, how I can say it to you? With touch command, we can not only just create a file, but we can also change the timestamp of the creation and modification of the file. Okay, access time and all. Okay, so access not creation. With touch command, we can change the access time and modification time and everything. So let's see together. Okay, so because most of the people say that touch and cat is the same. No, but with touch you can, as I told you, you can change the last access time and modification time and everything. Okay, so let's learn it. Okay, so just create other files with touch. So I'm gonna just say touch file 4. Okay, and just say ls. Look, we have file 4. Okay, so now with the touch also we can make multiple files like this: touch file 5, wait a minute, file 6, file 7, file 8. Now you can see it, ls. So look, we created multiple files. Okay, and let's see the stat of it. So let's say stat file 2. So look, what you can see in stats, there are many things that you can see. Okay, but what is made here? Access, modify, and change and birth. Birth is when it's created, access is when it was accessed last time, and modify when it was modified. Okay, so if I just say touch -a and file 2, so just look at the timestamp now. Okay, and now if I just say file stat 2 again, look what it did. It was 12, 20, 36, and now what it did, 12, 28, 4. So it changed the access time to now. Also we can do the same with modify time. Okay, where is it? Look. Okay, and look, it also changed the, it also modified the, it also changed the modified time. Okay, 28, right? Change 28. So this is how you can change the timestamp with the touch command, not only creating the files, but remember, it's also important for timestamp changing. Okay, let's clear the screen again. I hope you understand it here, how we did the cat and touch command. Okay, now let's go to the editor, which I talked to you about is the V editor. Okay, so let's say type the command v file 1. Okay. Oh, again. Okay, so look, we're gonna have the file, we're gonna change the content of file 1. Just say v file 1. Okay, so look, you're having this contents in file 1. Okay, so you have to press I to insert the data and just say like I am in the editor. Okay, and just say thanks. Okay, and to get out of this V editor, press escape. Okay, and then just say the colon, look at the colon, and W is for write and Q is for quit. So it's like save and quit. So if I just do W, it will just gonna write. Okay, so look, it returns the file, how it writes, right? Return the files it given you the message here. But if I have to, most of the time what we do escape. Okay, and just say colon WQ, write and quit. And let's create the directory, like we say mkdir dir, let's say 1, and let's say look ls. So we see the directory number 1 created. Okay, let's create other directories. Okay, let's go in dir1 and let's create something. Let's go cd and let's go to dir1, like how we go. Look, there is nothing. Let me just say mkdir dira slash dirb slash dirc. dirc already exists, cannot create a directory. Look, we have dira and dirb, but it says it already exists. Why? Let's do it. Okay, let's come out of the directory and let's say ls, and let's say mkdir dira slash dirb slash drc. Okay, it says b and c is already existed. Yeah, we know it. Let's go with xyz. X z. Okay, let's do ls. Okay, let's go in dirx cd dirx. Now look. Oh, why did I? Let's mention. Let's leave it. Let's leave it. Okay. Okay, so look, now we have created this directory dir1, dir8, dirx. Okay, I want to go into dir1. So what I will do, dir1, and then just say ls, and look, we have two directories. Then I will just say cd dir8. Okay, then I'm gonna say ls. So it doesn't have anything. So now where we are, you can get confused, right? So just say pwd, working directory. Okay, just say pwd. It will give you the path where you are. Okay, and so you can directly come out of the what we say, wherever you are, like this cd dot dot. Okay, again cd dot dot. Okay, so you can also have it like this. Also you can do like this cd dot dot slash, then dot dot, like this. Okay, too many arguments because you are not inside it. Okay, so this is the other way. Then you can also create hidden files. We used to create hidden files. How you can create it? Just say touch save dot file1. Okay, look, we have file1. Okay, but there is also hidden file1. So how we can see it? ls, okay, hyphen a. Can we see it? Dot file1. Look, this is the dot file1 which we created, the hidden file, right? But if you just say ls, you'll not be able to see it. You're just gonna see file1. Okay, so this is how you create the hidden files. Okay, also you can create the hidden directories. mkdir dot hide. Okay, just say ls. Look, can you find dot hide? No, but if you just say ls hyphen a, look, dot hide is here. Okay, so these are some ways to create the file and directories. Okay, you can also hide them. Okay, so let's learn to command copy paste and cut paste and delete the files. So if you want to copy the file. So what do? You write the command as cp. Okay. Then what is the source file that you want to copy, and what is the destination file that you want to send it to it? Okay. So look, now we have many files that we created. Okay. So let's see what is in file 2. Okay, so how you can see it, I told you before, if you can remember, cat and just file name. Okay, file 2. What we have here, hello and good. But if you want to move it to file number 8, so let's, is file number 8 empty? Yeah, we didn't write anything. So just say, just let's see, is there anything in file number 8? Cat file 8. Look, there is nothing, so nothing printed on the screen. Okay, so let's copy it, cp file 2 and to destination file 8. Okay, file, again my spelling mistake. Okay, okay, look, it says, do you want to override the file? You say yes. Okay, then let's see again what is in the file number 8. Do we copy the data or not? Look, we copied the data. Okay, then if we want to cut and paste something, okay, like we want to cut the file number 1, okay, and paste it into the directory A. Okay, so let's see what is in the file number 1. As you know, we have the data, this one. Let's cut paste it. So let's say mv file 1, and where we're gonna move it, we're gonna paste it into the uh, directory name as dir. Okay, again my bad, file 1 to dir. Okay, look, do we have file number 1 now? No. Where it does go? In directory A. So let's go cd dir A, and is it there? Yeah, it's there. Okay, it's the same file. Also see, does the content came or not? Yeah, it did came. So this is how you can copy the file, paste it, cut paste, everything you can do it. Okay, you can also remove what we say, rename the file. How we can do it? Again with mv command. Say mv file 1, and I will gonna change it to my file 1. Okay, now see, look, the file name change. Okay, so this is how you can change the file. Okay, now we see how to create the file, how to create the directory, how to move, copy paste, rename, but what next? Okay, so you learn to create. Now let's learn to delete. Okay, so the basic command, let me come out. Okay, okay, look, this all files and everything that we create. Let's start with the directory. Okay, so how you can delete the directory? So there are some things you can you can delete the empty directory just by saying rmdir and the name. So let's see what is in the dira. Is it empty or not? Yeah, look, it's empty. So let's come out and let's delete, because it's empty directory, we don't have anything, so we can directly delete it with rm, let's say dir, wait a minute, rm dir, and say dira. Okay, oh, why it's not empty? Dira, there is dot my file 1. Okay, that's rm. Let's see what is into the directory X. Okay, okay, there is nothing directory X. Okay, okay, so till now what we saw: copy, cut, paste, create, remove, rename, not remove, rename, and everything. So we have created. Now let's learn how to delete. Okay, so we have these directories and we have these files. Let's see how to delete them. Okay, so just say rmdir and let's say dirx. Okay, so this command rmdir dirx is just for, empty directory wherever we don't have anything. Let's paste it. Let's see it. Look, the directory X is deleted. There was nothing in directory X. Okay, so that's why it's deleted. Okay, then we have other command like dir minus v. So it also delete the current directory and the parent directory. Okay, then if we want to delete or remove the directory which have some data in it, or it's not empty, the most famous one is this one. Okay, so let's directly learn it. So look, this is the directory dira. It has something, file 1. Okay, so let's come outside and let's try to delete it with the first command rmdir. Look, it will give you the message, it's not empty. So how you're gonna delete it? Rm minus rf, force will delete dir. Now look, it deleted the directory. Okay, though it was having the data. So same thing we can do, rm minus rf file 8. So this is how you can also delete the uh, files. Okay, and what else? ls, it gives all the lists, all the files. Okay, also the hidden one. Okay, so let's go forward with other stuff, which is some basic of network and basic, like just say host name. It will give the name of your host. Okay, as you can see it here. Here is your IP. You can cross verify it. Look, private IP. Okay, then let's say you want to see IP address. IF config. Look, it gives the IP address, the net masks, and everything. Okay, so you can also see your look back, everything. Okay, with this command, let's find. There is another one. If you want to know, host name -I. Look, it gives you the address, same to the host name. Okay, now what we can do, let's do something related to installing of software and some of the stuff. Okay, mm, there is a command called as yum. Yeah, you can install the softwares and do most of this stuff. So let's uh, let's uh, let's see it like this: yum httpd and yum install http hyphen y. So why I do hyphen y? To give yes whenever it prompts. Okay, so all the permissions. So by default, what it will do, it will install the Apache server. Look, it completed the installation. Okay, then you can also have this thing, yum remove httpd. Okay, then you can have like this. Let's try yum remove httpd. Look. So yes, say yes. I didn't put yes. Look, it removed all things. Then yes, say yum update httpd. Yeah, there is no, because we remove it. Okay, now let's install again, and then let's update it again. Yeah, like look, nothing to update. Okay, then let's start the service. Let's say how we can start it. Service. Okay, http. Wait a minute. I put the spelling wrong. Service httpd, and you say start. By default, yeah, it will gonna start the Apache. So how you know it? So you just say status. Look, it will gonna give you status active. Okay, so how to stop it? Let's say stop. So it will gonna stop it. Again, check the status. Look, HTTP server. You can see everything. Wait a minute. Disabled. Okay, now it's not start. Okay, inactive. Right, so this is the basic stuff. And you know, chef or any of the mm, tree, which tree you install the tree echo. Okay, let's do this one, which I did. Which tree? You know, tree, when we have this whole, there is no tree. Okay, so tree is needed, you know, to show the hierarchy. Okay, so let's install yum install tree. Okay, look, it will gonna install it. Okay, now do it. Which tree? Look, bin tree. There is a tree. Let's put the command. Look, now you do the tree, you will see it like this. Your files, everything in a hierarchy manner. Who am I? Now this is the other command. Who am I? Tell you the user EC2 PTS1. Okay. Now yum list installed. Okay. Whatever things are installed in your computer, you can see it here, like vim. Okay. Yum, and whatever is installed in your computer, you can see it here. Like we install now tree. So look, tree is here. Okay, so you can do it by just yum install tree, and then you can have a tree in your here. Next command is echo. If you know, echo command is just to get the message. How we get it. Echo, and just say Sanket. Just say okay, yeah, it echoed Sanket. But if I want to like let's make it little bit good example. If I say echo, and if I say Yasmin, okay, and I just want to move it in a new file, what I will do, just say this thing arrow, and just say file number, file 786. Okay, let's go to file 786. What it have? Cat file 786. Look, we have Yasmin in there. So let's learn this command grep. Okay, so it is used to find the what we say, it is used to find the words or file, okay, or files in the or words in the file or directory or anything. So let's learn it. So like grep, and we will use the word, so whatever we want to find after followed by grep is like I want to find root. Where I want to follow it, like slash, I want to follow it in root, okay, slash root slash yeah password. Okay, so here whatever is root, it will gonna see it here, passwd slash root EC2. I'm wrong, it's in etc, it is in the directory etc. Okay, so look, here is it. Then we save the name Yasmin in file 786. So if I want to see, like now it's only one name, but if I want to see is it there or not, so I'll just say grep Yasmin, okay, YSMWN Yasmin, okay, and here I'm in home. Okay, now I'm in home. I'll just say file, I'll just say EC2 user, and then I'm gonna say file 786. Okay, look, it found the name. Okay, so this is how you can use the grep command. Okay, there is also other commands. Okay, but let's try the sort. It gives the output in alphabetical order. Okay, so let me see if we have anything in file 2. Okay, hello, I'm good. Let's add something, names. Let's add something, cat, and let's add in file 2. Okay, file 2. What I can add is the names, ARFADH, Arfat, Aditya, Turkey, who else is it? There's Prachi, there is Satendra, okay, there is Yasmin, okay, there is Elizabeth, okay, yeah, so there is Priya, okay, so these are all the names. And let's control D, and let's say sort. Okay, so it's like sort, and then we'll say file. Oh, did I do it or not? Sorry, I gave the name wrong, but let's see if it did or not. No. Yeah, it's saved. Let's do it with it only. authority. Look, Aditya, father, look, it gives uh, the output in ascending order. Okay, so this is how you can also use the sort. Okay. Control R. So let's add. Okay, let's stop the. Let's move forward to the new topic. Is like adding the user and creating the group and giving the permission of the user to the, like, moving the user to the group and associating it with one group. Okay, so let's add it and let's see it look like user add and let's see Arafat. Okay, then I added the user. Let's see cat and then say etc and say EASSWD. Look, we will say different user. Like I added Sankit before and I added now the Arafat. So these both are users we have been created. Okay, so this both users now have been created and been associated with this group. So now let's make a group. So we will say group add. Okay, and what we will name the group as Linux grp. Okay, and let's say the same thing, and the groups are being in groups, not in password. Okay, group. Okay, look, we have the group here. Okay, though you're seeing these default groups, because whenever you make a user you will also make a default group for it. Okay, so now what we will do, we will change the group ownership. Okay, so let's put Arfat to the Linux group. Okay, so let's say gro gpass. Okay, we say gpass wd, then we say hyphen a, and then we say Arfat, and then we will give the name of the group. This is Linux grp. Okay, AR ARAFTH. Okay, look, adding user to the group Arafat. Okay, so this is how you can add the user. Okay, then let's again see the okay, where is it? Okay, look, now Linux group, we have Arfat in it. Let's also add Sankit to it. Okay, 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 adding. Look, now we like Linux group have two users, Sankit and Arafat. So let's go. First one is the soft copy ln minus let me first okay, let's move to the next topic, which is making soft file and hard file, which is like shortcuts. Okay, so ln minus s file 2, and which we want to make a soft copy of file 2. Okay, and it will be given to soft file 2. Okay, look, soft file, it make the copy of it ls hyphen run. So look, it gives you the direction, that is a link to the file 2. Okay, So what we can do with it is like change the source stuff, and it will be reflected back to the soft file. The next one is the hard file. So let's see how we can do the hard link. Okay, so we just say Helen, then we just say file, this one, file 2 hard, we just say hard link to hard file 2. Okay, so look, it will create hard file 2. Okay, and let's see, does it sync with this file or not. Okay, so let's first see what is in hard file. Look, it came. So now let's change the content of file 2. Okay, yeah, there is hard file 2, and a file get file 2. Okay, get file 2. Okay, then we add hard data new one. Okay, let's control it. Let's see. Look, it's reflected there. Okay, so it is synced with the hard file, which is our backup file. It is normal file as it is. The difference between soft file and hard file, look, hard file works as a backup. Now that is why I wanted to tell you this concept of hard file and soft file. So look, this soft file, if I delete the file 2, will it be there or not? Let's see. So rm-rf file 2. Okay, so look, now what happened as soon as I delete it. Look, this one is now is soft file is linked as a red. So let's see we can access it or not. Soft file 2. Look, there is no such a directory, so we cannot access this soft file. Okay, but whereas if I delete this field 2, okay, rm minus rf, okay, we delete it. Okay, so do you think we will be able to accept the hard file or not? Okay, let's see. We can access it. This is the magic of hard file and soft file. So hard file is like your backup. Okay, soft file is just your temporary shortcut. If you, in soft file, if you delete the main file which is linked to it, so you'll not be able to access the soft file. Okay, but in hard file, even if you delete the what we say, the main file, you can be able to access the file still. Okay, so this is the most important difference of it. Okay, then let's go to the next concept, which is okay, let's see the concept, the next concept, which is star, which will make a zip file. Okay, so it's like KAR CVF, it's what we say, create verbose forcefully, and then I will say dir dot dir one dot tar, and which file I want to make, which directory I want to make, dir1. Okay, so look, it created the dot tar. Okay, so now we will do it, zip it, gzip dir1 dot tar. Okay, so we got the zip file of it. Okay, with using the command gzip. Now we want to unzip it. Okay, so let's delete the dir1. Okay, how we delete it? I told you rm minus rf dir1. Okay, so now do we have the dir1? No, let's unzip it. So see g unzip dir1 dot tar dot gz. Okay, look, what we have dir1 dot tar. Okay, so now how we can extract it? Like again, write the command tar xvf. This time, last time we were having what we having cvf. Now this is xvf. Now we say xvf dir1 dot tar. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, we successfully extracted the what we say. There is this command which I will not demonstrate, but you can have it. We will see it later. Okay, so how you can have wget and the URL of the software that you want to download, and just copy paste it in this bracket and just close the bracket and press enter. Okay, and you can just download it. Okay, look, it says the URL is missing, but we can do that. The next topic is the last topic of this lab, is what we say, giving you the notion of the what we say, files, permission and everything. So it's called as access mode. So let's see it. ls ls/la list all attributes. Look, now the permissions that we have here is distributed like first three are the owner permissions. So it's basically like read, write and execute. Okay, so this is the permission has been given. So first three are for the owner, the second three are for the group, and the third three sections are for the others. Okay, so look, now if you can see the permissions, like our file that we created, the file 786 in which we store the name Yasmin. So the owner have the permission to what we say, read write. Okay, so first of all, so let's go to the new topic, which is access mode. Which in which we will see about the file permissions and the directory permissions, how we can change it and how we can learn it. So let's first real quick ls/la. Okay, ls/la. Okay, list all with the attributes and stuff. So look, the files, usually files, how the files are written. Look, rw like this, and the directory, it has d in the starting. Okay, you can see d in the starting, so it means it's directory. Okay, so for the permission, you would have heard the permission 7 what we say 777 or 755, most of the time 644, 700, 777, like this. These are the permission codes. Okay, so how they are formed. So the first three, like look here, the first three. Okay, so the first three is like read, write, execute, then again followed by read, write, execute, then again followed by read, write, execute. So one file has the three permission. The first three are for the owner, the second three are for the group, and the third three are for the others. Okay, so how it is formed. Okay, so mostly the execute have the weightage of 4, write have the weightage of 2, and execute have the weightage of 1. So if we have the permission as and so this all three combines with 7. Okay, so I give 7 to the first, and 7 to the group, and 7 to the other. So it is so it means that it is all full permission to that file. So it's like chmod chmod 777 to which permission? File 786. File 786. Okay. Now again, look now, file 786, it turns to green, so it has all the permission. Now let's change its permission. Chmod, we will give it to 7, and we will say that the owner should have the full permission. The group should only have the permission to read and execute. So I will just give, so what is read is 4 and execute is 1. So 4 plus 1, 5. And I will just say that others should only have the permission of reading. Okay, so let's give 4, 754. Okay, let's see what is say. Okay, now look, the owner has the all permission. Okay, the group have the permission of read and execute, and the others have the permission just to read. Okay, so this is how we can change the permissions. Okay, so you can play like this: chmod 700 to file 786. Okay. Look, so this is how you change the permission. Okay, then the owner. Okay, so you can now there is also one other method of it, which you can search it on Google, like user plus read and user minus execute. Like this, you can update the permissions of it, but I find it this way more easily, and you can just chmod and change the permission. Okay, and what else other? So we created the groups, right? And let's give the ownership of the uh, files and mm, to the other users. So like now look, the file 786 is been given to root. Like change the ownership of this file. So I'll just say chown. Okay, then the username. So my name is Sanket, the user which we created, and we will give the file 786 to Sanket. Okay, let's see again now. LA. Look, it's been given to Sanket. Okay, the username has been changed. Okay, so now let's give the group also. Let's change the group. Okay, so which we created the group called as Linux group, right? So let's give the change the permission of the change the group also. So what we say, chgrou. I think I forgot it, but I think let's see it. Linux grp file 786. Cannot access file. Okay, yeah, look, its ownership, we changed the group from root to Linux group, and the ownership is given to Sanket. Okay, so this is how access mode works. So what we learn in this whole lab is creating the file, changing the creating the directory, how you can get the tree, how you can mm, what we say, cut, paste, move, um, access mode that we just learned now. Then we also see the service management, like yum update and all stuff. So this is how most of the time for Linux This is the knowledge, that basic understanding you should have if you are starting the Linux. Though I also forget many stuff, but this will be handy if you follow it, and if you practice more, it will be very handy for you. Grep command, just try it with scripting. It's very important, grep command. So try to use the grep also. Also try to use sort command most of the time. Access management is also important stuff. If you don't find something easy, or if you're confused in some of this stuff, just comment the link, and I will try to clarify your doubt and everything as soon as possible. So see you in next lecture of Git, and I will explain there are the basic installation of Git, and basic usage of Git, how we can merge the branches, how we can create the branches, and how we can use the GitHub for our further